Okay, we are up to episode 9 of season 1. Cool. Let's not hold it back. The waterbending scroll. It's going to be pretty disappointing if he does waterbending via a scroll instead of actually learning how to do it. Because I always thought it was like, you learn how to do it, you don't need an actual scroll. You'd always think that a scroll is for someone without waterbending to do it, but what would I know about airbending or waterbending? But anyway, he's got to learn it in a particular way. I don't know why. It's part of the prophecy. You know, like the Chosen One in Star Wars, where the prophecy was misinterpreted by the Jedi and then they started complaining when he brought balance to the Force. I personally look at it as you've got 2 Sith versus several thousand Jedi. I think the definition of balance is very different in different parts of the world. So I don't know what they were expecting. Balance is a bit different from what they were doing. An anonymous cheerer. Mate, Anonymous, I know you always donate, but I like how it's always like, is that anonymous or an anonymous? Okay, so your account was created in January 8, 2019. So you are literally an account called an anonymous cheerer. I see, yeah, cool. Okay, here we go. There is a method to this madness. Unfortunately, we are part of the world. Perhaps it's because of the flow of energy. Yeah, I always viewed like airbending, earthbending, firebending, waterbending to be the 4 elements, right? Earth, air, water, fire. Because those are the traditional 4 elements that people believe were the core basis of everything before, you know, chemistry, right? So I always thought it was like an elemental thing. You're controlling an element. But, I don't know, I could be wrong. Energy. But if it's energy, why isn't thunder one? Right? Because, like, airbending is wind, which is a form of energy. But what about something organic like electricity? Why is that not considered an energy? Because it clearly is. If you think about it, air and earth are opposites, and water or fire is opposites. Correct. But that's basically Pokemon rules, right? But thunder is a source of energy too. But we're not going to control thunder because we can't control thunder because we're not a Pikachu. There's only 2 Siths because they would kill each other otherwise. But that's the rule of 2 that was created by Darth Bane, I believe. But anyway, whatever. Kuma's overthinking things again, especially for a cartoon created for children. So clearly, I'm overthinking this. Let's continue. We missed the train. All good, guys. All good. All good.
Water. Earth. Fire. Air. Long ago, the 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all 4 elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed and my brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named Aang. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe
The waterbending scroll. Cool.
Would you sit down? If we hit a bump, you'll go flying off. What's bugging you anyway?
Says the guy that can literally float in air.
It's what Avatar Roku said. I'm supposed to master all 4 elements before that comet arrives.
Well, let's see. You pretty much mastered airbending, and that only took you 112 years. I'm sure you can master 3 more elements by next summer.
I mean, to be fair, he was frozen for 100.
I haven't even started waterbending, and we're still weeks away from the North Pole. What am I gonna do?
calm down. It's gonna be okay. If you want, I can try and teach you some of the stuff I know.
Finally! Someone using their head. Kuma, I'm overthinking this kid's show. Avatar literally uses real martial art techniques in the animation. Lol. That's the one thing I like about this. It's actually very well thought through. See, that's the thing that gets me, right? Kids show, but to be honest, I think adults would appreciate it more than kids. Whereas I think kids would appreciate pointless, like violence in movies and video games a lot more than adults. Because, like lights lighting up and all that, right? Because I think this is way too deep for kids to fully comprehend. Especially the whole talk about, honor and what it is to be a warrior, and whether or not being a woman means you can or cannot be a warrior in feudal Japanese society. Like, I think that's a little too deep for a 7-year-old kid. I'm just saying. I don't know what you guys were like when you were 7, but like, I definitely couldn't comprehend those things. Definitely, the show has a lot of subtlety in the writing that you can't appreciate as a kid. I think this is one of those shows where you could watch with kids and still be entertained. I think that's yeah. Because Hachan likes watching a lot of Pixar and Disney and whatnot. And so I sometimes get forced to watch things. And then I'm watching it, I'm like, ugh, this is for children. But then I start appreciating little things in the background. And I'm like, hang on, this is actually very well thought through. And the conversations that they're having are multi-layered, which means a kid would probably only understand it on a surface level. But the topics and themes that they are discussing are actually a lot deeper than that, which would just fly over a kid's head. Like when you're watching Simpsons and you get a couple of the jokes, like there's one joke where they're talking about Trojans, right? And they're like, when you think of wood, you'll think of Trojans. And as a kid, you're like, yeah, Trojan horse. But when you're an adult, you're like, wait a minute, that's a condom joke. Get it? Trojan condoms, right? There's no chance in hell a kid is going to get that. And they're like, this is inappropriate for children talking about condoms. And I'm like, look, listen here, motherfucker. I'm a former kid that watched The Simpsons growing up. I was a kid that watched South Park growing up. And let me tell you, we didn't get shit. Like, the jokes, the subtle jokes, kids don't understand. It's too deep for them. They just understand, nya, 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 I made you eat your parents, la, 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 la. But the kid won't understand the joke about the horse being taught to lick a sausage. Like, a kid will not understand that because he hasn't gotten an erection yet, right? So he doesn't understand what the joke... Like, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm getting way too into this. I'm probably going to get cancelled at some point. Avatar inspired me into getting into writing and animation. That's pretty cool. The point between kid and adult, it just makes us laugh as we sort of get it. Eat your parents? What the fuck? You need to watch South Park. It's really good.
You do that?
We'll need to find a good source of water first.
Maybe we can find a puddle for you to splash in.
Oh yeah, let's just go for a waterfall, right? I don't want you to bend like the little lake that has no waves. I want you to bend a literal force of nature.
Nice puddle.
Is it a hot spring? Fuck. Oh yeah, he's having fun.
Don't start without me, boy!
Remember the reason we're here.
Oh, right. Time to practice waterbending.
Great. So, what am I supposed to do?
This kid just loves taking off his clothes.
You could clean the gunk out of Appa's toes.
So, while you guys are playing in the water, I'm supposed to be hard at work picking mud out of a giant bison's feet?
Mud and bugs.
Okay.
I can't believe he actually does it. He's probably the most mature out of everyone here, to be honest. I get that she's mature as well, but he's kind of just, you know what I mean? He's gonna be best mates with Appa. Appa loves him. Actually, Appa and the little, what's his name? You know, the little one with the long ears? He understands him already. So, you know, they kind of have a thing going. And here comes the fucking Fire. Why does the Fire Nation even need a flag? Momo, thank you. Why does the Fire Nation even need a flag? Like, why? You can notice this ship from a mile away. I mean, who else has a ship like this? Just saying. With a giant phallic symbol at the front. Clearly the Fire Nation is, you know, compensating for something.
Someone's changing our course. What's the meaning of this mutiny? No one told you to change course.
Actually, someone did. I assure you, it is a matter of utmost importance, Prince Zuko.
The oxymoron of asking a person that's apparently committing a mutiny as to why they're changing course. But anyway.
Is it something to do with the Avatar?
Even more urgent. It seems I've lost my lotus tile.
What?
Lotus tile?
For my Pai Sho game. Most people think the lotus tile insignificant, but it is essential for the unusual strategy that I employ.
You've changed our course for a stupid lotus tile?
See, you, like most people, underestimate its value. Just give me 10 minutes to check the merchants at this port of call. Hopefully, they'll have the lotus tile in stock and I can get on with my life. I'm lucky to have such an understanding nephew.
I swear that he's just gaslighting him half the time. I swear he's fucking with him half the time. He's gotta be fucking with him half the time. It's like, oh, he spends all day training. How do I break his concentration? I know! I'll troll the shit out of him!
Yeah, don't get too happy. You've got to do me next.
See, they understand each other. This guy's the animal whisperer, I'm telling you now.
This is a pretty basic move, but it still took me months to perfect. So don't be frustrated if you don't get it right away. Just push and pull the water like this. The key is getting the wrist movement right.
I mean, he's about to become a teenage boy. He's going to be very good with his wrist movement.
Like this?
That's almost right. If you keep practicing, I'm sure eventually.
Hey, I'm bending it already.
Wow, I can't believe you got that so quickly. It took me 2 months to learn that move.
Well, you had to figure it out all on your own. I'm lucky enough to have a great teacher.
Thanks.
Oh, flattery will get you everywhere.
So, what's next?
This is a more difficult move. I call it streaming the water. It's harder than it looks, so don't be disappointed if...
Look, pretty soon, he's going to be doing that thing from Lord of the Rings that Arwen did against the ring wraiths, where it calls forth a giant stampeding water horse thing.
Nice work. Though the over-the-head flare was unnecessary.
Sorry. Well, don't stop now. Keep them coming.
Well, I kind of know this one other move, but it's pretty hard. I haven't even totally figured it out yet.
Here we go. Here we go.
The idea is to create a big, powerful wave.
Oh, yeah, she's teaching him that.
So, like this? Looks like
I have the thumbnail. We have our thumbnail, ladies and gentlemen. This is the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. I don't give a shit. Nothing can top this. Nothing can top this. This is the thumbnail. There we are. This. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. You know what? I was like, why doesn't she just teach him from the beginning, right? Use your head. You're a waterbender, right? And she's just, yeah, no, like, yeah, no, this is, yeah. No, this is great. Yeah, he's definitely got this. Where have I been saving the screenshots for this anime? I haven't, have I? I'm an idiot. All right. Season 1, Episode 9, Waterbending. Oh, this is great. Yeah, this perfectly sums up the entire episode so far. She's proven why she hasn't. She didn't want to be upstaged, or she wanted to learn together. Ah, women, I will never understand them. Complex creatures, too complex for mere mortals to understand.
Move. What else you got?
That's enough practicing for today.
Yeah, I'll say. You just practiced our supplies down the river.
Watch, he's just gonna pull the entire river up. He's just gonna redirect the course of an entire effing river. Why don't you just flood the Fire Nation while you're at it? Rains of Kashmir, that shit. Bloody, what was his name? Genghis Khan the crap out of a fortified city. Just pull the entire ocean over the Fire Nation. Fuck it. Destroy the whole continent.
Sorry. I'm sure we can find somewhere to replace all this stuff.
He doesn't even need the 4 elements. Just water enough.
My life was hard enough when you were just an airbender.
I mean, the Earth is like 70% water, right? That makes water by default one of the most dangerous elements to command. Besides air, obviously, you can create an air pocket and vacuum with absolutely no air, meaning everyone just suffocates to death. Well, you don't even need fire. You just fuck it. At that point, you don't even need earth and fire.
To look into this bag.
We've got exactly 3 copper pieces left from the money that King Boomy gave us. Let's spend it wisely.
Make that 2 copper pieces, Sokka. I couldn't say no to this whistle.
This is the greatest condom commercial of all time.
It doesn't even work.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the greatest condom commercial of all time.
See? Even Momo thinks it's a piece of junk.
Oh wait, it's a calling whistle for a frequency outside of the range that humans can hear. Uh-oh.
No offense, Aang, but I'll hold the money from now on.
Welcome to Japanese society, where the woman controls the money. No, that literally happens. The men get cucked. Seriously, look it up. What actually happens in Japanese society is that women control the finances of the house, but they keep saving a slush fund on the side in case they get left. So they have enough money to survive, because they couldn't work back in the day. I mean, they could, but it's not exactly the type of occupation you would want to work in. It was basically like Twitch streaming, except less online and more in person. With no pole. I mean, there would be poles involved, but not in the way you dance around it. Anyway, Japanese society back in the day was quite bad.
Earth Nation, Fire Nation, Water Nation. So long as bargains are your inclination, you're welcome here. Don't be shy. Come on by.
Clever.
Oh, you there. I can see from your clothing that you're world-traveling types. Perhaps I can interest you in some exotic curios?
Sure.
God damn it!
What are curios?
I swear to God.
I'm not entirely sure.
See, I had to actually work at one point in a shopping center to sell people things. And a big trick is not... Well, the hardest part is stopping them. But you can typically tell ahead of time whether or not someone will keep walking or if they'll stop. If someone's willing to stop, they'll look at you and they'll sort of like look around, what are you up to? Whereas a person that's not going to stop won't even look at you. They'll be like looking dead ahead and they're walking quickly, right? So if a person looks at you and checks it out, you could just literally with your hands create a shape. You could be like, hey, over there, you see this? They will instinctively look at the shape that you're creating in front of you with your hands, and they will actually stop walking. You don't want to get in front of them to like physically barricade them, because then they get all defensive and walk around you. But if you kind of go on the side 15 degrees and you sort of catch their attention, they'll instinctively walk toward you. And then once they've stopped, you've got their attention. But enough about Kuma selling people shit. That was a long time ago.
But we got him.
Huh?
I've never seen such a fine specimen of lemur. That beast would fetch me a hefty sum if you'd be interested in bartering.
Momo's not for sale.
Oh yeah, let's just go downstairs in some random ship. It's not like you can just close the gate and sell us. Oh, the water scroll. Nani? So that was the first technique. That was the second technique. The third technique is how to use it and throw it. And the top one is what she was trying to do, but she couldn't actually pull it up. So they're basically not learning jack shit from this.
Look at this, Aang. It's a waterbending scroll. Check out these crazy moves.
Where did you get a waterbending scroll?
Let's just say I got it up north at a most reasonable price. Free.
Wait a minute. Sea-loving traders with suspiciously acquired merchandise and pet reptile birds? You guys are pirates!
We prefer to think of ourselves as high-risk traders.
So how much for the, traded scroll?
I've already got a buyer. A nobleman in the Earth Kingdom. Unless, of course, you kids have 200 gold pieces on you right now.
I know how to deal with these guys, Katara. Pirates love to haggle. Watch and learn.
I mean, all he's doing is anchoring the price really high. Typically, the first person to make an offer has anchored the price. Which is why when everyone says, you shouldn't put a price first, it's like, no, you can also lowball. That anchors the price really low. It's a psychological tactic. Which is why when you make a counter offer, you go in the opposite. And it's like, I want 200, and I want minus 200. Okay, now that we've finished bullshitting each other, let's start haggling a reasonable price.
Let's say to the price of 1 copper piece.
You know what's really cool about these pieces with the little holes? You can actually put a string through it. They didn't actually use wallets. They put a string through it, and you can basically carry it on a string. I have that with like 50 yen pieces. I got like 50, well not 50, like 20, 30, 50 yen pieces, and I put it through like a string, and then I made like a little, 50 yen string thing as a souvenir. Because that's what they did back in the day. I'm boring.
The price is 200 gold pieces. I don't haggle on items this rare.
But if you already have a nobleman that's going to buy it for 200 gold pieces, why would you sell it for another random person for 200 when the noble is possibly a repeat buyer? Like, you're clearly bullshitting.
Okay, 2 copper pieces.
It's not as amusing the second time, boy.
Aang, can we get out of here? I feel like we're getting weird looks.
Aye, we be casting off now. What was that all about, Katara?
Yeah, I was just starting to browse through their boomerang collection.
I'll just feel a lot better once we get away from here.
Hey, you! Get back here!
Well, well. Look who's come to their senses. Told you the haggling would pay off.
There they are!
Get him! Nobody's going nowhere.
I don't think these pirates are here to trade with us.
Get back here!
Why didn't they just close the gate while they were in there? And what kind of weapon? This is so cute. Look at it. He's got the little guard for his hands. That's adorable. That's so cute. That is so cute. Look at that little blade. Look at that. You can cut salami with that thing.
This way. Let's cut him off. Whoa!
Oh no, not cabbages. This anime is addicted to cabbages.
My cabbages! This place is worse than Omashu!
This is going to become a thing, isn't it?
I hope that lemur of yours has 9 lives!
Now, who gets to taste the steel of my blade first?
No thanks. Grab on tight!
Aang, I thought we were running away from the pirates.
Just hang on! look up to pirates, but those guys are terrible.
Wait, you were looking up to pirates? What type of pirates were you looking up to?
I know. That's why I took this.
Wait! So that's why they were chasing you. You fucking stole it. See, you're technically in the wrong. You fucking stole their shit. No wonder they were chasing you. Wow. You stole from pirates. Yeah, that is so clever. I'ma just steal from a pirate.
No way.
Isn't it great?
No wonder they were trying to hack us up. You stole their waterbending scroll.
I prefer to think of it as high-risk trading.
Ladies and gentlemen, she'd make a great Twitch streamer.
Good one, Katara.
Sokka, where do you think they got it? They stole it from a waterbender.
It doesn't matter. You put all of our lives in danger just so you could learn some stupid, fancy splashes.
These are real waterbending forms. You know how crucial it is for Aang to learn waterbending.
Whatever.
Well, what's done is done. We have it. We might as well learn from it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just lost respect for Katara.
I've checked all the shops on this pier. Not a lotus tile in the entire marketplace.
It's good to know this trip was a complete waste of time for everyone.
Quite the contrary. I always say the only thing better than finding something you are looking for is finding something you weren't looking for at a great bargain.
You bought a Sungi horn?
For music night on the ship. Now, if we only had some woodwinds. Oh, this place looks promising. Oh, that is handsome. Wouldn't it look magnificent in the galley?
We lost the water tribe girl and the little bald monk she was traveling with.
This monk, did he have an arrow on his head?
I just want to try this one move first, and then it's all yours. Here, hold it open for me. The single water whip. Looks doable. What's so funny?
I'm sorry, but you deserve that. You've been duped. She's only interested in teaching herself.
Aang will get his turn once I figure out the water whip. Ugh, why can't I get this stupid move?
You'll get it. You just gotta shift your way through the stances. There. See? The key to bending is...
Will you please shut your air hole? Believe it or not, your infinite wisdom gets a little old sometimes. Why don't we just throw the scroll away since you're so naturally gifted? What? Oh my gosh, Aang. I am so sorry.
No, you're not.
I don't know what came over me. But you know what? It won't happen again. Here, this is yours. I don't want to have anything to do with it anymore.
It's okay, Katara.
What about Momo? He's the real victim here.
This is true.
I'm sorry, Momo.
And what about me? There was that time you...
No more apologies.
Yeah, she'll make a great Twitch streamer. I love how this ship has a ship.
Shouldn't we stop to search the woods?
We don't need to stop. They stole a waterbending scroll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll be on the water.
Yep, she'll be a great Twitch streamer. Can't keep her word for even a whole day.
Shh. Momo, go back to sleep. Shh. shoot! Come on, water, work with me here. Okay, what if I just... Ow, stupid scroll.
Oh yeah, she will make a great Twitch streamer.
Okay.
She finds a way of ruining something, stealing something, causing unnecessary trouble that hurts everyone else, and then she's gonna blame it on someone else, right?
Katara, shift your weight through the stances. Ugh. Ah! No! Let go of me!
I'll save you from the pirates.
But wow. Okay. Okay.
Tell me where he is, and I won't hurt you or your brother.
I mean, he would be nearby.
Go jump in the river.
Try to understand. I need to capture him to restore something I've lost. My honor. Perhaps in exchange I can restore something you've lost.
My mother's necklace. How did you get that?
I didn't steal it if that's what you're wondering. Tell me where he is.
See? He doesn't steal.
No.
Enough of this necklace garbage. You promised a scroll.
I wonder how much money this is worth.
No!
A lot, apparently. Now you help me find what I want. You'll get this back, and everyone goes home happy. Search the woods for the boy and meet back here.
Fine.
See, that's how you negotiate. It's called leverage.
Where did she go? I don't believe it.
What's wrong?
She took the scroll. She's obsessed with that thing.
Consider this. Sokka has his weapons training as little as he has. Aang has his airbending and is apparently gifted at waterbending. If she can't fight some way herself, what use is she to the group? Moral support.
It's just a matter of time before she gets us all in deep. Ah! Ah! Ah!
I've got him! Come on!
Oh, what? I'm not good enough to kidnap? Ah!
Well, you asked for it.
Nice work.
Zuko, I'm going to be real with you here. These pirates seem pretty capable. Have you ever considered hiring them for a part-time position? Because they seem to have accomplished more than your entire crew has in, well, ever.
Aang, this is all my fault.
Yes, it is.
No, Katara, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Exactly. The old man has a point.
Give me the boy.
You give us the scroll.
You're really gonna hand over the Avatar for a stupid piece of parchment? Don't listen to him. He's trying to turn us against each other.
Your friend is the Avatar?
Sure is. And I'll bet he'll fetch a lot more on the black market than that fancy scroll. Shut your mouth, you Water Tribe peasant!
The Water Tribe peasant is doing a good Captain Jack Sparrow impersonation.
Yeah, Sokka, you really should shut your mouth.
I'm just saying, it's bad business sense. Just imagine how much the Fire Lord would pay for the Avatar. You guys would be set for life.
Keep the scroll. We can buy 100 with the reward we'll get for the kid.
You'll regret breaking a deal with me.
Thanks, Momo. I owe you a bushel of apples.
Was that a Pirates of Caribbean reference? Because Barbossa wants to eat a bushel of apples as soon as he becomes mortal again? Or am I overthinking this like I do everything? But it is an episode with pirates. I'm overthinking it. Momo MVP.
Aang, are you there?
I'm over here. Follow my voice.
Where? I can't find you.
I'm right here.
Lol.
Never mind. I'll find you. Run! Katara, you're okay. Help me get this boat back in the water so we can get out of here.
You really thought you would be able to push this entire boat yourself? Okay.
We need a team of rhinos to budge this ship.
No shit.
A team of rhinos. Or 2 waterbenders.
I mean, let's be real. He doesn't actually need Katara at this point.
Everybody in!
Are you so busy fighting you cannot see your own ship has set sail?
You see, this is what I like about the old man. He's not getting involved in the fight because he would probably be able to KO all of the pirates himself. But he is looking out for his nephew so he doesn't get injured, but he's giving him the opportunity to fight. But at the same time, he knows when to break up the fight when it's no longer worth fighting. He's a good uncle. By which I mean he's a really good uncle. Because he let Zuko make his mistakes so he can learn from them. But at the same time, he makes sure he doesn't get hurt. So he's a really good uncle.
We have no time for your proverbs, Uncle.
It's no proverb.
Your literal ship is sailing away!
Bleeding hog monkeys!
Hey! That's my boat!
Maybe it should be a proverb.
It fucking should be.
Come on, Uncle!
Sokka, can't you make it go any faster?
I don't know how! This thing wasn't made by the Water Tribe!
But it has a sail. It has a sail.
Hey, you did the water whip. I couldn't have done it without your help.
Will you two quit congratulating each other and help me out?
Oh, more MVP.
That's good.
So, Aang, you let them hurt him before you did that. You lose points.
Hey, look!
Use your airbending. Oh.
Have you lost your mind? This is no time for flute practice!
Bison can hear
We
it.
can stop the boat! Aang, together! Push and pull the water! It's working! It's slowing down! We're doing it!
But we have another problem.
Ooh.
Ah!
Yes, let us jump before the boat comes on top of us. That's gonna be fun.
I knew a bison whistle would come in handy. Thanks, Appa.
Yeah, we owe you one.
I love how everyone got kidnapped and Appa was just chilling. Like, where was Appa when they were sleeping, where they were kidnapped? Think about it for a minute. They kidnapped the kids, but Appa was just chilling. Like, Appa, what the fuck were you doing the entire time? Were you taking a nap or something? You could have literally just followed, you know what I mean? It's just like, what the fuck?
My boat!
Prince Zuko, you're really going to get a kick out of this. The lotus tile was in my sleeve the whole time!
Aang, I still owe you an apology.
There's a time and place for everything. That was not it.
You were just so good at waterbending without really trying. I got so competitive that I put us all in danger.
Yes, you did. That's literally what every Twitch streamer does.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, Katara.
Besides, who needs that stupid scroll anyway?
Is that really how you feel?
The scroll!
First, what did you learn?
Stealing is wrong. Unless it's from pirates.
Good one, Katara.
Simp! And like a typical Twitch thought, she didn't learn anything from this entire situation. And she'll probably do it again. And it'll all be someone else's fault. Don't tell me a guy wouldn't do the same if they had the chance. There were two guys, and they didn't steal the water scroll. Including Aang, who needs to learn waterbending. Imagine slamming at the water at that speed and then the boat comes right over them. You'd be fucked. Is Nickelodeon still a thing, or did that kind of disappear? Waterbending stroll, Katara Twitch streamer. Chocolate. Neither was desperate enough to break their morals. At least they have morals.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun size, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.